You're 48? I can't even believe that.
Almost 49.
I cannot believe that. I need to, like, whatever you're doing is working.
I use my own products, which are very good.
Salma Hayek has become one of Hollywood's most admired and beloved stars, not only because of her incredible acting talent and dedication to helping others through charity, but also because of her stunning transformation. For years, her timeless beauty and youthful appearance have amazed both fellow celebrities and millions of fans around the world. As the years continue to pass, one question keeps coming up. What is the real secret behind Salma Hayek's incredible transformation that has left everyone so amazed? Join us in this video as we uncover the secret. Salma Hayek's stunning transformation. Some transformations are so incredible that they leave people questioning whether they're looking at the same person. Salma Hayek's transformation is one of those rare cases. Over the years, the Hollywood star has amazed fans with her timeless beauty. But one rare childhood photo proved that her journey from an ordinary little girl to one of the world's most glamorous actresses is nothing short of staggering. Today, Salma Hayek is admired across the globe for her beauty, confidence, and youthful appearance. Even at her age, the Frida actress continues to captivate fans wherever she goes, with many wondering how she has managed to look so radiant after decades in the spotlight. But despite the elegant woman everyone recognizes today, a recently shared childhood photo revealed a version of Salma that looked so different that many fans could hardly believe it was really her. When Salma posted the throwback picture on Instagram, it immediately went viral. Instead of seeing the glamorous movie star they know today, fans were introduced to a sweet young girl with thick, black, wavy curtain bangs covering her forehead and soft ringlets framing her face. Wearing a floral dress, she lay on the grass with her arms crossed while staring directly into the camera. At first glance, she looked almost completely unrecognizable. In fact, if it weren't for her striking wide brown eyes, many people would never have guessed they were looking at the future Hollywood icon. The rare childhood photo quickly sparked thousands of reactions online, with fans flooding the comments section to share their amazement over just how incredible Salma's transformation has been through the years. One fan wrote, "A beautiful and gorgeous girl, the future queen of Hollywood." Others couldn't stop talking about her unforgettable hairstyle. One person commented, "That looks exactly like my hairstyle right now," while another joked that her thick, wavy hair looked just like John Stamos's famous hairstyle. As if that wasn't enough to remind fans how far she's come, Salma continued to prove that her transformation isn't just about how she looked as a child. It's also about how confidently she embraces every stage of her life. She once again attended the Breakthrough Prize ceremony, marking her 12th consecutive appearance at the event often called the Oscars for Scientists. Held at Barker Hangar on April 18, 2026, the annual ceremony brought together some of the biggest names in entertainment. And once again, Salma became one of the evening's biggest talking points. For the special event, Salma turned heads in a sparkling black Gucci gown made from sheer fabric that perfectly highlighted her timeless elegance. She completed the glamorous outfit with bold silver jewelry, but it wasn't the dress or the accessories that stole the spotlight. Instead, it was her decision to proudly show off her natural gray hair in a beautifully swept-back bun. Although Salma has never hidden her gray hair and has even worn it proudly at previous Breakthrough Prize ceremonies, this appearance felt different. She embraced more of her natural gray than ever before, showing the world that confidence only becomes more beautiful with age. Fans couldn't get enough of the bold and refreshing look. In an earlier interview with Marie Claire UK, Salma opened up about aging and shared the mindset that has helped her embrace every stage of life with confidence. Rather than fearing getting older, she believes the secret is learning to appreciate it. "It's about living in the moment and being thankful to be alive," she said. "When you focus on the present, you stop worrying about certain things. I don't wake up thinking about how old I am. I don't even look in the mirror every morning. But sometimes when I do, I say, 'Oh Jesus,' or I think, 'Why am I always so tired?' Then I remember, 'Oh, that's because I'm older now.' When I realize that, I make an effort to reconnect with life and enjoy every moment again." She added, "I'm simply amazed that at my age, I'm still working and enjoying the best time of my career. At this stage in my life, I'm just truly grateful. Salma Hayek's remarkable transformation has left millions of people amazed, with many asking what her secret to looking so youthful could be. Stay tuned to find out. The secret behind Salma Hayek's youthful look. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding Salma Hayek has always been her incredibly youthful appearance. While many celebrities openly admit to using Botox or cosmetic procedures, Salma has consistently said her beauty routine is completely natural. During an appearance on Kelly Ripa's podcast, Let's Talk Off Camera, she put the rumors to rest with two simple words: no Botox. Ripa, who has openly spoken about her own experience with cosmetic injections, admitted she found that hard to believe. But Salma insisted it was true. Instead of relying on Botox or cosmetic procedures, she revealed that she maintains her radiant appearance through a surprising combination of meditation and frequency devices. I use a lot of the frequency machines, and they work better on me than they do on anyone else, Salma explained. She was referring to microcurrent beauty devices such as the New Face and the SolaWave wand. According to Salma, these devices seem to work especially well for her because she meditates regularly. She believes the energy created through meditation works together with the frequency devices, helping her achieve even better results. Salma also revealed that meditation alone can make a remarkable difference in the way she looks. Sometimes when I'm meditating, she said, people tell me after I come out of the room, "Oh my God, you look 20 years younger." She believes meditation does far more than simply help her relax. For her, it also plays an important role in keeping her looking refreshed, healthy, and youthful. Wanting to know more, Kelly Ripa asked Salma what her meditation routine actually looks like. Salma explained that her practice is always evolving and doesn't follow a strict formula. Instead, she simply follows her instincts, sometimes meditating for hours while focusing on staying connected with her body. She also shared that even the people who make the frequency machines have told her they rarely see anyone else get the same kind of results she does. The benefits, according to Salma, go far beyond her appearance. She believes meditation also helps keep her body healthy and strong. She explained that whenever she stops meditating for a period of time, she notices the effects almost immediately. Not only does my face begin to sag, and everything else starts to sag, she said, but my herniated disc, my neck problems, my hip pain, and even my ankles all begin to bother me again. My body starts falling apart. It's clear that the Magic Mike star strongly believes in natural wellness and taking care of both the body and the mind. In a recent Instagram post, she even shared a nude photo of herself relaxing in a sauna while talking about the importance of self-care. Embracing the healing power of the sauna and sweating out the stress this hashtag World Well-Being Week, she wrote, encouraging others to slow down, care for themselves, and focus on their overall well-being. When it comes to skincare, Salma keeps things just as simple. She doesn't believe in complicated beauty routines or expensive cosmetic treatments. Instead, she relies on natural ingredients that many people already have at home. She uses coconut oil to remove her makeup and cleanse her face before using rose water to remove any remaining residue. Speaking with the New York Times in 2017, she explained that this simple routine has worked well for her over the years. She also revealed during an interview with British GQ that she never washes her face in the morning because she doesn't want to remove all the oils that your skin needs to look youthful. Perhaps what fans admire most is that Salma has never tried to hide the natural signs of aging. Rather than covering every wrinkle or every gray hair, she proudly embraces them. In June, she even shared a close-up selfie showing both, joking that she had just woken up and was counting how many gray hairs had crashed the party. Her honesty and confidence only made fans admire her even more. For Salma Hayek, growing older has never been about fighting the aging process or pretending it doesn't exist. Instead, she believes in embracing every stage of life with confidence, taking care of herself naturally, and appreciating the changes that come with time. For many fans, that positive outlook may be the greatest beauty secret behind her timeless transformation. What was the turning point that transformed Salma Hayek into the global icon we know today? Keep watching to find out. Salma Hayek's journey to stardom. Long before she became one of Hollywood's most recognizable stars, Salma Hayek was already making a name for herself in her home country of Mexico. At just 22 years old, Mexico's largest television company, Televisa, chose her to play the lead role in the hit 1989 telenovela Teresa. The series ran for 2 years and 125 episodes, turning the young actress into a household name almost overnight. But even after becoming one of Mexico's biggest television stars, Salma knew she wanted something even greater. Although she spoke only Spanish, she made the bold decision to leave everything behind and move to Los Angeles to chase her dream of becoming a Hollywood actress. She threw herself into learning English, took acting lessons, and before long, she began landing roles that would change her life forever. One of the first major signs that Salma was destined for bigger things came in 1995 when she starred in the Mexican drama Maidak Ali. Based on a novel by Egyptian Nobel Prize-winning author Naguib Mahfouz, the story was moved from 1940s Cairo to downtown Mexico City in the 1990s. Salma played Alma, a passionate young woman who falls deeply in love, is betrayed, and is eventually forced into sex work. It was a demanding and emotional role that showed audiences a completely different side of her talent. Her unforgettable performance earned her a nomination for Mexico's prestigious Ariel Award, often considered the country's version of the Oscars. Under the direction of veteran filmmaker Jorge Fons, Maidak Ali proved that Salma was capable of far more than soap operas and had all the qualities needed to become a serious dramatic actress. That breakthrough came at exactly the right time. Hollywood director Robert Rodriguez had already made waves with his low-budget action hit El Mariachi, 1992, a film that changed action movies during the 1990s. As he prepared to make a bigger sequel with the backing of a major studio, he cast Salma as Carolina, the fearless female lead in Desperado, 1995. The role became a defining moment in her career. Her confidence, charm, natural screen presence, and undeniable chemistry with her co-stars instantly caught Hollywood's attention. Desperado became the movie that opened the doors to mainstream success. Salma reunited with Rodriguez the following year for the action horror film From Dusk Till Dawn, where her unforgettable snake dance became one of the movie's most iconic and talked-about scenes. With Hollywood finally taking notice, Salma proved she wasn't limited to action films. She successfully stepped into romantic comedy by landing the lead role in Fools Rush In. Released in 1997, the film told the story of two very different people whose unexpected romance changed both of their lives. Her warm and charming performance earned her an Alma Award nomination and showed audiences yet another side of her acting abilities. Determined to create opportunities for herself and other Latino stories, Salma founded her own production company, Ventana Rosa, the following year. She quickly secured funding to adapt Gabriel Garcia Marquez's novella No One Writes to the Colonel for the screen. In 1999, she also appeared alongside Will Smith and Kenneth Branagh in Wild Wild West. Although the film became one of the most expensive productions ever made, it failed to impress critics and struggled to live up to expectations at the box office. Rather than slowing down, Salma continued expanding her career both in front of and behind the camera. In 2001, her production company, Ventana Rosa, partnered with Showtime to produce a beautiful adaptation of Julia Alvarez's novel In the Time of the Butterflies. The emotional film told the heartbreaking true story of the Mirabal sisters, courageous women who stood up against the brutal dictatorship of Rafael Trujillo in the Dominican Republic. Salma delivered a powerful performance as Minerva Mirabal, bringing strength and emotion to the role. Although some critics believed Edward James Olmos was not the best choice to portray Trujillo, the film itself received praise for its beautiful production and for presenting Latino history and culture with greater depth, care, and authenticity than many earlier American films. By 2002, everything Salma had worked toward led to what many still consider the defining achievement of her career. She brought the life of legendary Mexican painter Frida Kahlo to the big screen in the beautifully crafted biographical film Frida. The project was much more than another acting role. Salma poured herself completely into the character, transforming not only her appearance, but also capturing Kahlo's strength, passion, pain, and spirit in a way that deeply moved audiences. As co-producer, she helped bring together an outstanding creative team, including director Julie Taymor, cinematographer Rodrigo Prieto, and composer Elliot Goldenthal. Her unforgettable performance earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress, making history as one of the few Latina actresses ever nominated in the category. Although the Oscar ultimately went to Nicole Kidman for portraying Virginia Woolf in The Hours, Frida firmly established Salma Hayek as one of Hollywood's most respected actresses and marked the moment her extraordinary transformation into an international superstar was truly complete. But beyond her stunning transformation and worldwide fame, what else made Salma Hayek truly admired? Keep watching to find out. Salma Hayek's impact beyond the screen. While Salma Hayek built an extraordinary career in Hollywood, she also became known for something just as important, using her fame to make a real difference in the lives of others. Rather than focusing only on movies and red carpets, she has spent decades speaking up for people who often do not have a voice. Throughout the years, much of her charity work has centered on raising awareness about violence against women and the discrimination faced by immigrants. On July 19, 2005, she even appeared before the U.S. Senate Committee on the Judiciary, where she urged lawmakers to renew the Violence Against Women Act. Her commitment didn't stop there. In February 2006, she donated $25,000 to a shelter for abused women in Coatzacoalcos, Mexico, along with another $50,000 to organizations in Monterrey that work to prevent domestic violence. Salma also became a board member of V-Day, the global charity founded by playwright Eve Ensler to help end violence against women. Although she once said she did not think of herself as a feminist, her views later changed. Looking back, she explained, "I am a feminist because so many incredible women helped shape the person I am today. But it should not be only because I am a woman." Her desire to help others reached far beyond advocacy. Salma also became a passionate supporter of children's health and breastfeeding, showing that compassion sometimes means taking action in the most personal way. During a UNICEF fact-finding trip to Sierra Leone in 2009, she made headlines around the world after breastfeeding a hungry one-week-old baby whose mother was unable to produce milk. Later, Salma explained that she wanted to help remove the stigma surrounding breastfeeding while encouraging better nutrition for babies. The emotional moment touched millions of people and earned praise around the world. Her humanitarian work was later recognized with a nomination for the VH1 Do Something Awards in 2010. She continued supporting women's rights in 2013 when she joined forces with Beyoncé and Frida Giannini to launch Chime for Change, a global Gucci campaign created to empower women and girls. The following year, for International Women's Day, she joined other well-known artists in signing an Amnesty International letter to then British Prime Minister David Cameron, urging stronger protection for women's rights in Afghanistan. After visiting Lebanon in 2015, Salma once again used her voice to speak out, criticizing the discrimination that many women still face there. Salma's willingness to stand up for others also gave her the courage to share one of the most painful chapters of her own life. On December 13, 2017, she published a deeply personal opinion article in the New York Times, revealing that film producer Harvey Weinstein had sexually mistreated and maltreated her during the making of Frida. By speaking openly about her experience, Salma became one of the many powerful voices helping inspire women around the world to speak out against mistreatment, harassment, and injustice in the entertainment industry and beyond. Even outside of those causes, Salma continued finding ways to support people during times of need. In 2019, she and the Pinault family pledged $113 million to help rebuild the historic Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris after the devastating fire that shocked the world. Then, in 2020, she used her massive Instagram following to raise awareness about the disappearance of U.S. Army soldier Vanessa Guillen, encouraging millions of people to pay attention to the case and support efforts to find answers. At the same time, Salma's influence continued growing beyond acting through major partnerships with some of the world's biggest brands. She became a spokeswoman for Revlon in 1998 and has represented Avon Cosmetics since February 2004. On April 3, 2009, She also helped introduce La Doña, a luxury Cartier watch inspired by legendary Mexican actress Maria Felix, further cementing her reputation as an international style icon. Her partnership with major companies also became another way to support important humanitarian work. Salma worked closely with Procter & Gamble and UNICEF to help protect mothers and newborn babies from tetanus. As the global spokesperson for the Pampers and UNICEF partnership, she helped raise awareness of a campaign that funded life-saving vaccines for families around the world. In 2008, she co-founded Juice Generation's juice delivery program, Cooler Cleanse, combining her passion for healthy living with business. After writing the foreword for Juice Generation founder Eric Helms's 2014 book, The Juice Generation: 100 Recipes for Fresh Juices and Superfood Smoothies, the two reunited in 2017 to launch Blend It Yourself. Inspired by Salma's own homemade beauty drinks, the subscription service delivers ready-to-blend organic frozen smoothie and acai bowl ingredients, giving customers access to some of the wellness routines she personally enjoys. In 2011, Salma launched her personal collection of cosmetics, skincare, and haircare products called Nuance by Salma Hayek. Sold in CVS stores across North America, the line was created to give everyday women access to beauty products inspired by Salma's own beauty secrets, wellness routines, and lifelong approach to caring for her skin and hair. By this point, it had become clear that Salma Hayek's influence stretched far beyond Hollywood, making an impact through her charity work, business ventures, advocacy, and unwavering commitment to helping others. After achieving worldwide fame and success, was acting the only thing that defined Salma Hayek's life? Or was an even greater chapter waiting for her? Stay tuned to find out. Salma Hayek finds true love. Salma Hayek and billionaire François-Henri Pinault have now been married for more than 15 years, and although they have always kept the beginning of their relationship fairly private, one thing has never been in doubt. Their connection was strong from the very beginning. Through the years, they have continued to show just how deeply they care for one another, and their affectionate appearance together at Wimbledon once again reminded fans that their love remains as strong as ever. Even though Salma has rarely spoken publicly about the details of their romance, she has shared a few memorable moments that reveal how their relationship first began. Surprisingly, what became one of Hollywood's most admired love stories started with what she described as a silly conversation that quickly turned into something much more meaningful. It was so silly. We started talking about football. We're both crazy about soccer, Salma recalled during a 2020 interview with the Associated Press. But then we started talking about science. We both love space and physics. And he was so smart, charming, and funny, she continued. For Salma, it was unlike any first meeting she had ever experienced. She admitted that no one had ever spoken to her about those subjects the first time they met. Nobody had ever talked to me about those things the first time I met them, she said. That's not usually how people start a conversation when they first meet. Despite their instant connection, Salma confessed that her first impression of François-Henri wasn't entirely positive. Like many people, she admitted that she judged him before she truly got to know him. At the beginning, I didn't think he was the right person for me, she admitted, but he won me over very quickly. She explained that she had assumed he was simply another wealthy businessman. I was stereotyping him as a rich man, she said. I thought, he's not my type at all. But as they spent more time together, those first impressions quickly disappeared. Salma realized she had been completely wrong, and before long, their relationship grew stronger than either of them expected. Their romance moved quickly. Just 1 year after meeting, the couple announced that they were engaged. Around the same time, they also shared another exciting piece of news. They were expecting their first child together. In September 2007, Salma gave birth to their daughter, Valentina Paloma Pinault, becoming a mother for the first time at the age of 40. It was one of the happiest moments of their lives, and for a while, everything seemed to be falling perfectly into place. But just as their future together looked brighter than ever, the couple faced an unexpected challenge. In 2008, Canadian model Linda Evangelista revealed that François-Henri Pinault was the father of her 3-year-old son, Augustin James Evangelista. The revelation made headlines around the world and placed enormous pressure on their relationship. As they worked through the difficult situation, Salma and Francois-Henri decided to call off their engagement. At the same time, Pinot dealt with legal matters involving his former partner, including child support for their son. As more details became public, it was revealed that Pinot had fathered the child during a period when he was no longer in a romantic relationship with Salma, helping to clarify the timeline surrounding the situation. Despite the painful setback, neither of them was willing to walk away from the relationship they had built together. Instead, they worked through the challenges, found their way back to one another, became engaged once again, and finally married on Valentine's Day in 2009. Their wedding was a fitting celebration of the love story they had fought so hard to protect. On Valentine's Day, they officially exchanged vows during a private civil ceremony at the City Hall in Paris's 6th arrondissement, a city often known as the City of Love. A few months later, on April 25, 2009, they celebrated their marriage once again with a larger ceremony in the beautiful city of Venice, the very place where their unforgettable love story had first begun. Surrounded by family, friends, and their young daughter Valentina, the couple marked the start of a new chapter together, proving that even after facing unexpected obstacles, their love was strong enough to endure. After everything we've discovered about Salma Hayek, could there still be another side of her story waiting to be revealed? Stay tuned to find out. A different side of Salma Hayek. Beyond her successful career and glamorous public image, Salma Hayek considers one role more meaningful than any other: being a mother. As the mother of one daughter and the stepmother of 3 children, she has fully embraced motherhood and everything that comes with it. While reflecting on motherhood, Salma explained that she believes every woman naturally has a caring and nurturing side. Every woman has a maternal instinct inside, she said. I think it's important that everyone experiences that feeling and uses it to care for another living thing. You don't have to have children to do that. You can care for an animal or even a plant. The important thing is taking responsibility for another living being. She went on to explain that caring for others helps people grow into better human beings. Feeling responsible helps you develop as a person, Salma said. It doesn't have to feel like a sacrifice. It should be something you choose to give from your heart while making a difference in someone else's life. That's very rewarding, and you learn a lot about yourself when you do something for another person. When the conversation turned to her daughter, Valentina, Salma shared that she has chosen a different approach to parenting than the one her own mother used while raising her. Although she grew up in Coatzacoalcos, Mexico, and learned many valuable lessons from her mother, Diana, she believes Valentina is growing up in completely different circumstances, which means her daughter needs different guidance. I don't say the same things to Valentina that my mom said to me because her life is different, Salma explained. What my mom taught me was very important and helped shape the person I became. But I don't pass those exact lessons on to my daughter because she needs something different. She needs almost the opposite of what I needed while growing up. Those values have stayed with Salma throughout every stage of her life and career. Over the course of nearly 3 decades in the entertainment industry, she has built an incredible legacy in both television and film. She has starred in many successful movies and earned Academy Award and Golden Globe nominations for her unforgettable performance as Frida Kahlo in the 2002 film Frida. Watching her daughter's remarkable journey has been one of the greatest joys for Diana Jimenez, who has admired Salma's determination from the very beginning. I always knew that Salmita was going to become someone very important because of her personality, and because she has always worked so hard for everything she wanted, Diana said. But even now, she still surprises me because Salma is simply unstoppable. Could Salma Hayek's stunning transformation and beauty secrets be the reason behind her fame? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for joining us as we uncovered the secrets behind Salma Hayek's incredible transformation. Do you think other Hollywood stars can follow in her footsteps? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the next video on your screen to explore more stories. See you there.